So Peculiar is here at the diary room. Peculiar, how has your week been so far?
It's been fantastic and also stressful. The work is becoming more tedious and we are learning more.
You're learning more?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you want to tell me about your week? How it went for you? What you learned? What new thing occurred? Just tell me about the event, your week's event, your week event.
Okay. Like I said, it's been a learning process. We're still on with the activities at the poultry farm.
Previous week you had eviction.
Yes, sir.
You had an eviction show and one of you was evicted.
Yes, sir.
Can you remember the event and how you felt?
Oh, it was a sad one because imagine we were 9 and then all of a sudden missing out one. It wasn't interesting at all. But where we got it all pleasurable was when we saw her returned.
So did you people think that she was going to return at all?
No, we did not. Personally, I've never always wanted to predict what happens. I just like to flow in everything that's happening. So I don't also overtense myself. Because when you're trying to check out what are they going to do, how do they intend to do it, or what is he going to say, you're just walking up yourself. The time you would have actually used to do some other important things. So you just use it and wait for the next.
Some people were emotional. I don't know if you did.
Of course I
saw
did.
some, running down tears, their eyes, and I was just imagining what may be going on at that time that can bring out tears from you.
Okay. Some persons are emotional and they shed tears. Some don't. But inside of them, they're actually bleeding. But the tears may not run down. But when it eventually begins to run down, sometimes they can't even control it. For me, it didn't run down immediately. I was actually imagining a lot of things. Sincerely, ever since I came to camp, I've actually learned a lot from her. We flowed academically, that's to say in the areas where we study, we've shared ideas, and then we've actually had a lot to share in common, both in farm and even in our lecture venues or in our lectures. And so it all went when the night came and we're just two in the room. And I'm like, oh, where's Stephanie? That was when it got done on me and I couldn't just hold it. So that's about.
So she was going to be a big loss for you.
Yes, sure.
But then afterwards?
The excitement came when we saw her. It just came suddenly. We never expected her, especially at that point. But it was, wow.
So would you think that the organizers played a fake eviction on you?
Well, they didn't. I don't think they did. But I think they had to decide, which I don't know their area of decisions. But because at first when they told us about eviction, I saw the seriousness. And I had to gear up for that. So I don't think they did. I'm sure they only had maybe an alternative or another way to handle the issue.
Peculiar, don't be relaxed because something even tougher is ahead of you all.
Yes, sir.
As it is, you can't predict what happens.
Yes, we can't.
Anything can happen.
Yes, sir.
Could you tell me on a lighter note where the activities that led to the transfer of your beds to the new poultry house Tell me about it, because I learned that you're supposed to stay for 4 weeks before you move the beds.
Okay.
So at what point did it change, and what is the experience like?
Okay. At 2 weeks, we actually started realizing that the beds were getting bigger. And then they begin to cluster, and that is not good enough for them. Their droppings were beginning to be heavy, which could also cause coccidiosis. So our instructors actually also realized that. And we also realized that in just 2 days when we packed out the droppings, in just few hours, everything was littered again. So that resulted to the fact that we have to. And then they also started breathing. That means it was, coccidiosis was already near because the place was stuffy for them. So our instructors asked us to move it. But before we moved it, it was quite, we're actually asking ourselves, how do we go about this? Especially for we that haven't done that before. This is a new experience and it's a learning process, like I earlier said. So we kept asking the questions, and they all gave us answers that wait until that day. And so we waited patiently. But when we were now excited that, okay, we're not going to pack them with our hands or maybe just carry them one after the other, because that would be a whole lot of work considering the number of beds. So we had to wash the carriers. That was where we knew that, oh, okay, something better is coming that would aid us. And that was how we did the transfers. So we started from Group A, and then when everybody did a collective job there, some were recording, some were actually packing them, some were lifting. So it was a collective job. And so when we're done with Group A, we went further to Group B and then Group C. And the whole world was easy.
Fantastic. You had a bird that was feeble.
Yes, sir.
What caused it, and what is the state of the bird now?
Okay, when we asked about, because it was particular in my brooding house, that's Group A, the instructors were actually pleased that that happened, so we could also learn, knowing that in the process when you're actually brooding, some birds could be weak. Maybe reasons based on they lack a little of calcium, and maybe that bird is not feeding well, because in their feed you also have calcium included. So I think that was the cause, because I also went further to ask our instructors. I was worried about it, and he told us we shouldn't worry, that let's just wait and see the magic that is going to happen. And for me, I had to put the birds in prayers, sincerely, because I didn't want mortalities. Yes, and the birds stayed there for 2 days, because one was actually pecked by other birds, maybe, you know, their usual clustering, and so we also quarantined that, but we didn't quarantine them together. The one that was pecked was in another room, and then the one that was a bit feeble was in another room. So, but after 2 days, when we transferred our birds to the pen house, we now took them, knowing that, okay, the other one had already started walking, the one that was feeble, and then the one that had the pegs on the head, the hair already was growing from there. So knowing that, okay, at first, because we used a natural way to treat that, we used bitter leaf, we used bitter leaf and charcoal. Yes, that was my first time too, and it was really amazing. I learned a lot from that. That you could, instead of us going to look for first aid like the normal human being, we'd say, okay, let's look for iodine and all that. But we made use of the natural things. So when we placed it, that was what was attracting the other birds to still peck on it. So we had to return it back to stay for another 1 day. And then the other time when we checked, the hair on the head was already growing, so we had to return it back to the brooding house, to the pen house, and realize that they were no longer pecking on it. So that was actually a fantastic one, that we learned that sometimes when you see your birds being a bit feeble, you don't need to just think that everything is over. Just give it some time. Maybe you could just take it out a little and then give it extra care, knowing that it will still come back.
Great job.
Thank you, sir.
I want to ask you about you and your fellow housemates.
Okay.
Is there anything you want me to know that maybe, transpired among you people? In honesty.
Yes, in the past 3 days, we've all been good. Yes. And I think this is the second time I'm actually leading the house. I've also learned a lot from the first time. So this second time, I've already studied everyone. So we are all working together very well. And even when maybe, okay, I could just see someone feeling a bit tired, weak, and like, oh, how am I going to cope? Because all of us don't have the same strength, just to encourage each other. So we've been fine. You could not
have led the house just for nothing. It means that your performance has been high, so you're able to lead the house again. Do you think that some of your contestants will be feeling bad, that why is it you that you have to lead the house again? Why?
Okay, well, I won't say I can read their hearts, what's in there. But if anyone should feel bad, then I think maybe the person would feel bad that, okay, why have I not been there? But like, I remember when, after I was given the position again, for the second time on a Sunday, and then when everyone left, we just had a brief meeting. And I said to them that the truth is, everyone has something inside of her. So you can boost it up. I may not be the best. I'm not even the best. I'm still learning. So if you think you cannot be where I am today, then you're telling yourself a lie. And I could see the faces being relaxed a bit. And I told everyone that, yes, we can all do this together. We are in this together. So gear up. Let's work together. Where you have anything that bothers you, especially in the farm or maybe in the lecture hall, let's ask questions. Let's build ourselves together.
There was a protest against your leadership. You're taking over the position of the house captain.
Yes, sir.
You're aware of it?
Yes, sir.
Would you tell me about it?
Actually, some persons were curious to know.
Please mention names.
Okay. Miss Doris and Miss Faith actually were curious to know why some persons were actually leading. And then I guess at that time, I didn't expect them to have asked that but eventually I got to realize that everyone is entitled to his or her opinion. So you're free to actually express the way you feel. And so, but the amazing thing is, our house chief and the coordinator were actually able to put them through before the entire crew came that evening, to actually let them understand that, okay, not only them, let everyone understand that this whole thing is not like the crew members just sit down and then formulate scores for some particular kind of people. So if you work, you deserve to earn well, which is your scores or your grades. So I think that was what happened.
Does those two people, contestants, make an impression in your heart?
What kind of impression would you say?
Do you feel a little bit let down by them?
No. Amazingly, Ward is in my group, and she's doing well. Yes.
Okay, Pekula. That will be the end of the diary session.
Thank you so much.
You may leave.
Thank you, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How has your week been? Last week, how is it for you?
Fine, sir. It was great.
You want to tell me about the things that made it great?
Yes. We have a lot of activities last week. lectures, and on Friday, we take an evaluation. Friday.
Okay. Do you want to tell me about what happened to you during the eviction night when one of you was evicted to leave the camp? Tell me the truth about your feelings. How did you feel?
That night, I was not happy at all. The night.
Go on.
I feel bad that night when I hear one of us is going for an eviction, but there's nothing I can do.
So you didn't ask yourself, why was it not you?
I didn't ask myself that question.
So you just feel bad, that is all?
Yes, I feel that since you have been telling us that this is a competition, so I felt bad, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Now you have a new house captain.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that house captain should be the person to have taken that position?
I don't know, but on Sunday, when our house chief came around, they told us that they are the house captain according to our point. That's why they gave the house captain to contestant number 5.
Do you think contestant number 5 deserves to be the house captain again?
To me, sir, she deserves, since the house chief told her that she has the highest course. That's why they made me.
Before your house chief told you about she having the highest score,
Yes, sir.
you heard that she was pronounced the next house captain. What was your worry? Did you not think that why should it be her?
I didn't think like that, since they told others they are working on our point.
So because of that, you're good.
Sir,
Because of that, you're fine with it.
I'm okay with it, sir.
Tell me what has been going on. Why did you people protest against the house captain?
The present one,
Yes.
we didn't protest. We didn't know that she will be the one to be our house captain. We thought another person will be our house captain. But on Sunday, when they came around, that they called the 3 people that they have first, second, third with their point, and she's the last person they called that she has the highest point. That's why they appointed her as an house captain.
So, but you people were thinking that she had the highest point because somebody was favoring her.
No, sir.
Now, I want you to tell me the truth.
No.
Any thinking, I want you to tell me the truth because I trust you to tell me the truth. That's why I'm asking you this question. And this question I'm asking you, I'm not asking to any other person, I'm asking you to tell me the truth. Did you not consider that she's being favored? That is why she's getting the house captainship again.
No. To me, I didn't think otherwise. I didn't think they are favoring one person or the other. Since we came here, we have told others we are in a competition, that we should buckle up, we should know ourselves, we should know the reason why we are here. And since they say she has the highest point, that's why they make some house captain.
So who has been gossiping that she's been favored?
Sir, nobody has been gossiping. I didn't hear anybody gossiping.
So why did some group of persons protest against her house captainship? Tell me the truth.
Yes, sir. Nobody protests. On Sunday night, when they announced that Peculiar is the house captain. So later one of us asked question. No, two. One asked about the voting, that they are blocking their vote, and the other one asked that some people are working, some people are not working. And our camp coordinator and our house chief explained to every one of us that everything that we are doing, even at the diner, anywhere we are going, they always watch us, that they are not doing favorabilities for anybody. That since we came in, they have already told us that we did not know anybody, we came on our own. So there's nobody that is gossiping. Immediately, the two of them asked the question and they gave us the right answer, and that's all.
Okay. That'll be all for now, Pastor C.
All right, sir.
You may leave.
Thank you, sir.
You look very bright today.
Thank you, sir.
Something good is happening.
Yeah, okay, something, yeah.
You don't look like a farmer.
Okay, farmers don't have to look that hard all the time now.
Fantastic. How's your week been?
It's been
You
good.
want to tell me about all that happened in the week for you, including the eviction?
Okay, I thought by now I won't be here anyways, but to God be the glory. I'm still here only because he counted me worthy, because it's not about him that will it, but it's of him, of God that showeth mercy. He showed me the mercy of still being here. I thought by now I should be in my house. Last week Sunday was a shocking event, but to the glory of God, I'm still here. So my week went well. We moved our beds at 2 weeks and 3 days to their new habitat, that's the grow out pen, and I enjoyed every bit of it. It was really a great experience. Let me say I've never partook in something like that before, but I enjoyed every bit of it.
So you had a new house captain.
Yes, sir.
And there were controversies around the emergence of the new house captain.
Sir?
There were controversies around the emergence of the new house captain.
Okay, there was no controversy.
There weren't?
There were no controversy at all.
You were aware of?
Of what?
No controversy that you were aware of?
None that I'm aware of.
Is there anything you want to tell me about your mates? I mean, personal. Talk to me, personal level. What is it that is going on that you're now finding out about your fellow contestants?
There's nothing particularly. Everybody has been like the way I used to know them. I'm not sure there's anybody that has been different from who they were before. Everybody has been cool.
Do they still have the same energy as when we all started?
Oh God, I can't just imagine where everybody got their superpowers from. Seriously, everybody's strong, as in they are very strong. Everybody's very strong and they've been doing good. By now, I was thinking maybe some of us might have broken down because of the workload, but everybody's strong.
Everybody's strong?
Yes.
Including you?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm just, let me say, I hardly get tired, something like that, but if I do, it will be a disaster. But I'm not sure it's going to be anytime soon.
Have you seen any of your assessments? Have you seen any of your assessments?
Yes, we were shown yesterday.
Oh,
yes.
you were shown?
Yes.
How was your performance?
Well, it's good, but I intend according to our house chief, she said, be up your game. I intend to be up my game.
Poor performance may cost you badly.
I know.
So you just made a decision yesterday to start upping your game?
No. I have I have for a long time, but should I just say, I really don't know. But I think I'll still have to try more because, like she said too, that the reward for hard work is still hard work. So to be better than who I used to be.
Have you considered yourself qualified to become the house captain?
Yes, I have. Proud now. I don't think I want to be, but as it goes, I would like to be, and I'm working towards it.
During the eviction, one of you was evicted instead of you. You were three up, and you were one of those three, and then one was evicted. At that moment, I saw the emotions. You were all teared up. Emotion all over you. You were sobbing. And then that night, I don't know, were you able to sleep the night?
I was not. I won't lie. Okay, I was thinking, because I never wanted my group member to leave. I never thought she would be the one, because she was already the house captain prior to the eviction show. So I was thinking it would be either me or the other lady. I think contestant number 2. I can't really remember her number very well. And when they told me she was saved, I just knew the next person is going to be me. But fortunately for me, I wasn't the one. So when I wasn't the one, it was painful to know that my group member was leaving. So I was not happy. Over the night, I wasn't able to sleep. I was purging and I was sweating profusely during aerobics the next day. But she coming back again, oh God. I was, no, seriously, it was shocking. But I'm happy she's back again.
And she's back to contend with you.
Yeah.
She's going to contend with you. She would have gone, and so you can know that one gone and 7 left to contend with.
I'm happy she's back again. At least she's in my group, and we need to be together to be able to carry out the activities on the farm and work as a group.
Okay, Esther, that'll be all for your diary session.
Thank you very much,
sir. You may leave. Miss Doris Akaho. Did I get it right?
Akaho.
Akaho. Miss Doris Akaho.
Yes, sir.
You'll be talking to me, not the camera, okay?
Okay.
Do you like me?
Sir?
Do you like me?
Yes, I like you as a person.
Why do you have to put as a person? I'm not a person. I'm an inanimate object. How have you been?
I'm very well.
You were sick during the week. Can you tell me about it?
Not really. I was having feverish.
So I thought the pressure of work here is overwhelming you.
Not quite. It's normal. I mean, once in 2 months or 3 months, you're bound to have feverish symptoms.
How is it now with you?
I think it's okay.
You have been very calm and quiet. So I don't understand about that. So I've been meaning to ask you why you're not lively and up and doing.
Well, it's my kind of person.
That's it?
Yeah.
No, tell me more.
It's my kind of person. I don't like this kind of life, you know. I always like being, even at home.
Do you think you've lost weight?
I think a little. Yeah.
Is it good for you or not?
Yeah, it's very good.
stories are making me laugh. You're just wondering what is he going to ask me. You're putting a defense.
No.
Okay. I understand that you transferred your birds to a new place.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me about it?
I think the reason why we transferred the bed to another penthouse, or just because of the brooding house is tight on them now, and they're not really comfortable. When most time you go in the afternoon time to feed them, you notice they pant so much, and at times you become scared. But for ask instructor, he said it's normal because of the place is too hot for them. Yeah.
And
So we decided to move the bed to the penthouse where they can be comfortable.
so what is the state of the birds now?
Oh, they're doing fine.
What have you noticed differently?
They're growing, getting bigger.
So what would you say about yourself if the birds are growing and getting bigger?
I don't really get it, so
If the birds are growing and
Yeah.
getting bigger,
yeah.
what would you say about yourself?
I think I've done a good job there. Yeah, by taking good care of the birds.
Are you emotionally connected with the birds?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
But I didn't see you cry when you lost your bird.
I felt it anyway. Even the other day when it rains, because our roof is leaking, I felt it. Me and Alaba, we couldn't sleep at night. Very early, we have to go to instructor to wake him up, give us key. So we went and tidy up the place. Just because we have felt we're having feelings for the birds too. So that nothing will happen to them. Let no be as if we killed all the birds.
That would be mass murder. Is there anything that you feel that you don't feel comfortable with that you want to talk to me about?
Nothing.
Is there anything that you have questions, any questions that you have, you need an answer? I'm giving you the privilege to open up and talk to me.
Not really sure. Not.
There's something you want to say? My ears are open.
Oh. Nothing, sir.
Tell me about it.
Nothing.
Tell me about it.
Nothing. Just my personal to meet up the text, the cut-off point, and I find that I've not been beating up the cut, the points I'm meant to get. Well, I still believe that I could do it someday.
You need to put more hard work. You need to stay focused. You need to try to do something differently from the way you used to do it. That's how you can make a difference. So if you do something the same way for the past 1 week and you're not seeing result, then switch and make it, do it another way. You might just get the result that you need. You're brilliant. You're smart. If you put your head down, you can get it done. Yeah? That'll be all for now. You may leave.
Thank you, sir.
Itese, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yesterday, during the class captain nomination, or rather, show, a new class captain emerged. There was controversy surrounding the emergence of the new house captain. Would you want to tell me what the controversy was and who brought it up?
It was Faith and Doris. Maybe, I don't know, I don't really know what they think in their head, but maybe they, like, according to Faith, she said she didn't really understand the what our house captain said. So that was what she said. She said she wants to know how they do the marking and all that, how people get scores. That is like as if maybe some people are working, then so like it's like you're working, then you're not really seeing your work, like your scores are not coming up and all that.
How does she know her scores are not coming up?
I don't know about that. Maybe for you to be the house captain, your score has to be high. And if you're not among the first three, that means you know you are down.
Has she been below the first three at any point?
I don't know about that, but at least I know that she has been the fourth person, and she was once the house captain before. And for one day before the mantle was passed over to Aleto again.
What's your opinion about that issue?
My own opinion was like everybody just have to work hard. Like me, before I was among the first three, but last week I was surprised when it went down. I was like, what happened? I don't really know where I went wrong, where like what I didn't really do well. I was surprised, but I don't know. Everybody have their own way of thinking. But I would just say it's just left for everybody to work hard. For you, if you want to be the house captain, you have to put more effort in your game for you to be among the first three.
Did you, after dealing with this, did this issue continue again in the house?
No.
Any group of people sit back to talk about it again?
No. The whole thing stopped like the first day after the coordinator on our house shift left. That was when that discussion stopped. Nobody talked about it. Then before the following day when they came again, and after then nobody talked about the issue. It all ended there.
Okay. Is there any other issue going around within the house that you want me to know?
I don't think so. For now, I don't think there is any issue on ground.
How can 9 women be put in a room, in a house, and there's no issue? It tells you, are you lying to me?
Oh, so if there's any issue, I will let you know. But for now, I'm not aware of any issue on ground right now.
During the week, you moved your birds from the brooding house to the pent house. Is this something that you envisaged to so soon?
So I didn't really like.
You moved your birds from
Okay.
the brooding room
Okay.
to the pent house. Is it pent house? You call it pent house?
Yes, growers pen.
Was pent. My question is this exercise an exercise that you expected to happen so soon?
No, like in the first place, we were supposed to move them by like in 4 weeks when they are 4 weeks old, but we find out that the brooding house was not too small. The chicks were always panting, the place too hot, and like no, the space was not enough for them. So we had to move them in order to avoid them getting sick, disease, because we have a disease that that heat causes it. So to avoid all that, we had to move them to the growers pen where they can feel more comfortable.
So where they are now is a better place?
Yes, where they are now is very good and okay, they are comfortable over there.
Are you emotionally attached to these chicks?
Yes, not too attached, but I think I'm now used to it. I'm used to the chicks now.
very used to them.
Use is different from the question I ask you. Are you emotionally attached to the chicks?
Yes.
Can you explain?
Because we are always, like, I'm always checking on them. I don't want anyone to fall sick, because if any bird falls sick, maybe it will lead to mortality, and we are trying to avoid that by all means. And once you see one bird bending or not eating, you start feeling somehow, you're scared. Please get well soon and all that.
If you come the next morning and you look into your poultry pen,
Okay.
and you find all your birds dead, what will you do?
I'll feel so bad. I might even cry. But I'm not. I'll feel so bad, but I'm not praying for that to happen to me, because it would be we'll be at a very big loss.
You're counting the lost. You're
No.
thinking about the lost.
No, we're not thinking about, like, as a farmer, you need to think about everything. You think about the laws, think about the chicks, everything is involved in it. So if anything goes wrong, it will affect you as the farmer.
Say thank you.
Thank you,
This
sir.
is the end of your diary session.
Thank you,
You
sir.
may leave.
Thank you.
You will be talking to me, looking at me, and speak to me.
Okay.
Do you feel sick?
No.
Do you miss home?
Yes.
Do you want to go home?
I can't go now.
Why?
I've started this game, so I need to finish it.
Recently, you were caught up in the midst of colleagues, fellow contestants who were not happy about the emergence of a new house captain. What is your opinion regarding that?
Nobody is sad.
Think before you answer.
That's what I'm saying. There's no one who's upset about the new house captain.
Should I rephrase the question?
Okay.
Two of your contestants, your fellow contestants, complain about the emergence or what criteria, what qualifies the new house captain to become the house captain.
Okay.
Are you aware of that?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Give me your candid opinion regarding that issue.
I just feel they're trying to just express themselves by knowing what is happening to me. But I felt it's actually not necessary. But that's the way they're expressing themselves. So
The position that they feel they are in, do you think you're also in that category?
sorry, I don't understand what position.
What the category they feel they are in?
As in you mean
Somebody is thinking that it's not doing well. That's why I have to want to express myself. Is that correct?
I don't know. It's up to them. I don't feel so. So I'm not in their mind, so I can't start saying that maybe they are actually upset about the house captain stuff. So I don't know.
So, and what did you say is your opinion again?
About what?
About that? About the actions?
What I said was that maybe they are trying to express themselves by trying to know how the house captain operates. So I feel maybe that's the reason they asked that question. But to me, it's not really necessary.
Is there a fraction in the house?
Like, what kind of fraction?
Is there fractions? Fractions, group of people forming fraction in the house?
No.
Think.
No. We are working as team.
Are you a leader of any of the fraction?
No, I'm not a leader of any faction.
You think everybody is working as one?
Well, I will always see, in the midst of ladies, there must always be people that are close to each other, and there also be like you use the word faction. But to me, even at that, we still gather together as team. You don't know each and everybody's mind there, so I can't start saying, even the people you feel that are close to you, you don't even know their mind. So we just need to understand each other and try to be careful what to say to each other.
You are in a competition, is that correct?
Yes.
If you make friends with one or two persons or one or two of your fellow contestants, do you also consider that you may either be an obstacle to that contestant or the contestant may be an obstacle to you winning the game?
It's normal.
How are you able to manage that and the fact that it's a competition I need to win?
Well, if I should find out that I'm an obstacle to someone in the competition, I just have to be who I am. I cannot go and start forcing the person or start shouting at the person or quarreling the person. There must surely be jealousy among us, no matter what. But just for me to be myself, I can't stop myself from who I am.
If you find out that you're an obstacle to somebody winning the competition,
I just have to stay clear from the person.
so I'm going to ask you again. If you find out that you're an obstacle to somebody winning the competition, is that not a good place for you?
The place will actually be uncomfortable for me.
The place should be uncomfortable?
It will be uncomfortable
But
because
it's a good place for you to win. That means you're an obstacle, so you're pushing to win. Do you want to give up your...
of course I won't give up. It's a competition, but there's nothing I will do about it. The next is that I will just have to stay clear to not avoid any other thing to happen. That's it. I will stay clear, keep on doing my game to the end.
Esther,
Yes, sir.
I'm thinking that you're not understanding my question.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what
How
you're
can you
saying.
be so nice when you're in a competition? You stay away instead of being more obstacles so that the person can fall and then you go up.
No, I'm not that kind of a person. I'm not that kind of a person.
Do you think you'll win this competition?
If God said I'm going to win, I will win. If God says I will win, I will win.
How does it feel when you were moving your beds from the previous place to another place?
It was very, very stressful.
Repeat it again.
It was very, very stressful. I didn't really imagine. It wasn't easy. Like, I can remember my house chief was even telling me that you are falling, Essie. Like, you are falling to the floor. Very soon you will soon go down. But I was like, well, I have to do my best. I can't believe I could do this, but I think it's the strength. God actually gave me the strength to move on, and I know I will finish strong.
What would you regard yourself as now?
Well, I'm actually surprised at myself right now. So I think I'm a strong person. Seriously, I am a strong person.
And given the process that you've gone through and you're going through, what would you call yourself?
A strong woman. A strong woman. That's what I classify the word.
You classify yourself as strong. I'm saying, what would you call yourself?
Well, I think I'll call myself a lady that I was thinking I'll be able to give up at the end, at the start, but I did not give up. So automatically, I say I'm bold and strong.
This is what I'll call you. A strong farmer.
Okay.
That'll be the end of your session.
Thank you, sir.
You may leave. Hello, Miss Faith.
Hello, sir.
Today you'll be looking at me and having a conversation. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Is that good?
Yes.
You feel at least you're going to be looking at a human being.
Yes, sir.
Miss Faith, I want to ask you, if you leave this place, what will you do?
Well, if I leave this place, I will actually put into practice what I came here to learn.
Go on.
I came here to acquire skills, so I will put it into practice.
In honesty or just saying for saying sake?
In honesty,
Do you think you have acquired reasonable knowledge to sustain you?
I have acquired knowledge to sustain me, but I believe as the day goes on, I will still acquire more.
In poetry, what do you think you have not acquired?
What I have acquired or what I have
In
not acquired.
poetry, what do you think you have not acquired yet?
What do I think I've not acquired yet? I don't really know much things about poetry, so I wouldn't know what I've not acquired. So this is my first time of engaging in poetry activities.
So you think that the last 5 weeks that you've acquired some knowledge that probably will take you a long time to acquire?
For the past 5 weeks, I've acquired knowledge that will help me start up a poetry business, and I believe that with time, I will still acquire more knowledge towards it.
Tell me about how your week went, what transpired, what occurred, just everything about the week for you. Talk to me.
My week was very fine. It was very fine.
Are you tired of talking?
No, it was fine. In the activities, everything, it was fine.
Do you think you qualify to be the next house captain?
Me being the next house captain, like I was told that is based on the points. So if my points are up to giving me the house captainship, fine.
Do you look forward to up your points?
Do I, sir?
Do you look forward to up your points?
Of course, yes, I look forward to up points.
Is there something that you're doing differently that in taking your points down that you will change going forward?
I really don't know. Maybe I should say, maybe I should just put more of my best in everything I do.
Miss Faith, you have to understand that you are in a learning process and you're also in a competition.
Yes, sir.
Don't take anything for granted.
Yes, sir.
You're carefully monitored.
Okay, sir.
Take it seriously, very seriously.
Okay, sir.
Right?
Thank you,
That'll
sir.
be the end of your session.
Okay.
You may leave.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon.
If you happen to emerge the winner of this competition, what would you do?
What would I do with the money?
With the position?
With the position, okay, with the resources and everything I would get. Okay. First of all, I have this mindset of having a 10% thing for the orphanage. Probably 2 prestigious orphanages in Edo State, my state. And then I really love poetry. I love everything about poetry, and I feel like I can do it. I would love to become an instructor too. I would really love to train. Yes, because I like teaching too. So I think that's it. I would want a poultry farm too, coupled with fishery, but I'm still trying to get the hang of it. So yes, I would really love to own a poultry farm.
And that'll be all for now. You may leave.
Thank you.
Deborah Ayama.
Yes.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
I want to ask you, if you lose in this competition, how will you feel?
By the grace of God, I don't have anything to say. It's the grace of God. I can't show myself that I'll be the winner. So it's the grace of God.
My question to you is, if you lose, how would you feel?
I'll feel okay.
Deborah, that'll be all for you. You may leave.
Okay.